You know what I want? All I want, Samantha, is I want for me and you to find a way to wow the world and elevate angel food cake. Can we do that? How do you feel about that?
I feel okay about it.
Like just okay? Like that's kind of how you're the problem. That's my problem.
No, I'm
There's
not.
no
No,
yes,
I'm not.
I
Okay, I
did not
can't
hear joy
always.
or love.
You know what? Just because you love it doesn't mean I
I
have to
love
love
it.
it. I
Okay,
don't have to love it. I
like
don't.
It's God's reason to use whipped cream
It's
unexpectedly.
it's God's reason.
Unexpectedly.
Yes.
Right?
Okay. Or is it
Not
Lisa's reason to use globs and globs of whipped cream? Hi.
not
And
globs and globs,
let
not
me
globs.
guess. Strawberry sauce is making a comeback in this
Just,
scenario.
just the strawberries. But you also could use raspberries.
Blueberries.
You could use blueberries. You could use bumbleberry, whatever the hell that guy is.
Bumbleberries.
It's a berry. It's real. They
Okay.
sometimes throw it in the berries by others. They sometimes throw in a bumbleberry, right? Or a
I
blackberry.
think it's a blackberry.
No, there's
It's
a
a
bumble. There,
blackberry.
I'm gonna prove it. I
No.
want bumbleberry. I want
No.
bumbleberry. I want bumbleberry angel food cake. I want
Okay.
bumbleberries on my angel food cake. All I'm saying is that angel food cake does not get the respect it deserves.
I think it's funny that any time that you haven't had a dessert for a really long time, it all of a sudden becomes the category of nobody gives it any respect. It got no
Right.
respect.
It gets no respect. We can quote Rodney Dangerfield. It gets no respect. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. It's time. It's 2023. It's time to bring back the love for angel food.
Well, it is low fat, so that should just, make everyone happy.
It's like diet deliciousness.
Welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hi, friends of the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Samantha, you're wrong. You're totally.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I just Googled it. Look in the phone right there. Bumbleberries. This is what a bumbleberry is. You ready? Bumbleberries are a mixture of all your favorite berries. That's the bumbleberry.
That's not realistic.
That's what it says on the Google. Right there.
Yes, because why would Google be wrong?
Synonymous with mixed berries. Turns out that becomes the bumbleberry.
So it's a pie.
You can have
with all the berries in it.
That's called bumbleberry pie.
But it's not an actual fruit.
It's all the fruits combined called bumbleberry.
Start.
I Googled what. Listen.
Don't start. It's
listen.
not. A strawberry didn't make out with the raspberry, then made out with the blueberry, then made out with the blackberry, and it became a bumbleberry. That's not how the evolution of fruit works.
What it is it's a gangbang of berries. That's what it is.
Don't do that when I'm taking a sip of water.
It's a total gangbang of berries.
No, don't say that again.
Okay, sorry. That's what it is. It's a mixture. It's a cesspool of berries.
It's a cesspool, because that's a better word.
And then put them all together and they become a bumbleberry.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Yes.
So there you go. Hi, friends of the podcast.
Oh, okay.
We just needed to settle that argument, right? And as usual, Lisa was right. Samantha was wrong.
I think you're still wrong, but that's okay.
No, I'm not so wrong. I'm not.
No,
so
I
wrong
think you're wrong. It's okay,
really?
But I'm okay with letting you live in that weird, strange, colored world that you live in.
Just Google bumbleberries. You can make a bumbleberry pie. It looks delicious because it's all the berries.
It's every berry.
That's what we need. Like we should do that for like chocolate bars. Get a mixture of chocolate bars and call it something.
You're gonna.
I don't know. I don't have.
I can't even say the word because it's disgusting. I can't believe you said that.
Word.
I'm not gonna say it.
It made you almost spit your drink out, which was kind of funny, actually. Which was kind of funny. Samantha, how's your week been? How's your week?
It's been good.
It's hot.
Yeah, and I'm kind of choked that on the day that it decides to be nice, it's my day of work.
Your day of work, right? On the nice days, right? That's what happens.
Oh,
right? It's hot. It's hot like hell.
It's not that hot today, though.
Well, yesterday and the day before, hot like hell.
It is a little hot like hell, yeah.
Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. It's sticky. There's going to be a storm.
Oh.
Right? We're getting into the evening now, which means there's a potential for a sleep altering storm.
Oh, a banger.
Oh, I hate that, right? And then the power could go out and then you don't have your fan and you don't have your clock radio and you don't have
so many
all
concerns. You have so many
right?
concerns.
Then I might as well sleep with one eye open.
Have you ever tried living in the moment, Lisa, and not worrying
Mm.
about what may or may not happen?
Nope. You know what
No.
I said to my friends at work the other day? There was something going on at work and there was change. There's something had changed. And I said to my boss, I said, I have to be just perfectly honest with you. You never asked me how I dealt with change when you interviewed me, and you probably should have. I said, because I hate change. I hate it, hate it, I hate it. I said, unless it's change that I institute, I started to change, then I'm fine. I hate forced change.
You totally
right?
do.
Yeah. So when Mother Nature, she's kind of forced to change to me. So I don't like that, right? Don't start off sunny to change and
but
become.
You do okay. You do understand that by over obsessing about it, you actually do not make it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't actually change the change. It kind of keeps it going. Whatever's going to happen was always going to happen. Fate, kismet, karma in a way.
Sure. But if I don't, then I'm just rolling over and playing dead.
No, you're not.
And that's not how I play this game.
Just, Lisa, live in the moment.
I'm not living in the moment.
Be one with the moment.
I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be one with the moment just because you say I should be one with the moment. You got no proof. You don't even believe there's a bumbleberry.
There isn't. Right?
Yeah, it's called fruit cocktail, apparently.
That's a mixture of fruit. That isn't an actual that is not an actual fruit you pick.
It is called bumbleberry. Okay, we can't keep talking about bumbleberry.
Oh my god! Like,
can I talk? Okay, you just stop it. How about you stop it?
You stop.
You stop. How about right, Miss dishing out her critiques? Stop it.
That's you asked a question. I answered honestly. I don't know how else to do that.
No, I asked a question. You misinterpreted my question, and you answered a little bit rudely, actually. A little bit rudely. No. I thought that was a little rude.
No, I just called you a talker.
I don't even remember what the question was now. I just know that whatever you said, I was like, nope, that was not what I was meaning.
And if you don't want the truth, then don't ask me a question.
I did not ask for the truth that you gave. So how about work on that?
So basically, when you ask a question, you don't want the truth regardless of what the question is?
What I want is I want to have an intellectual conversation with my best friend who understands the question. That's where it all derailed, Samantha.
I totally understood the question. I chose to answer it in a certain way.
But you answered it not the right way.
No, there is no wrong or right way. It is how I felt I needed to answer that question.
Well, that's where the problem comes in, right? Because how you felt you needed to answer it was wrong. So, just saying. I'm just saying.
Nope. I'm sorry. I'm sticking with it.
That's fine. I'll stick to what I think. You stick to what you think. That's what makes us oil and water.
Pretty much, eh?
Right. That's exactly what makes us clash. Okay, I want to share this with you. This was the weirdest thing today, okay? So I'm walking down the hall at the hospital, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I had this really crazy thought. So I want to share it with you, okay? Crazy thought was, first off, let me give you a little bit of background. I believe that there's something after this life. No, I'm not getting all preachy and all religious-y, but I believe there's something after this life, right? And then I started thinking, let's just pretend, and this is all in my walk, all in my crazy mind, right? Okay, Lisa, let's just pretend that it's your time. And God sends you a memo that says, now that it's your time, Lisa, you're allowed to bring 3 comfort items with you. I feel he talks like this. You can bring 3 comfort items with you. Okay? It's my time. I'm going to meet God.
Yeah.
Take 3 comfort items with me.
I remember what I said. I remember what I said to you now.
What did you say? I get long-winded.
You asked me if you were too narrative, and I said, you mean long-winded?
And I said, nope, that's not what I'm talking about. Anyways, I don't think you should interrupt when I'm talking about God.
I felt the spirit come to me, and he said, you need to tell her it's long-winded.
Project, remind her what it is. But that's my question to you. Okay, fine. That's my question to you. What 3 comfort things would you take? on your final journey.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. All
My
just on my walk back to my office.
my comfy blanket. My
You think
favorite.
you think heaven's not like doesn't have like room control temperature?
No, I want my favorite blanket.
Okay.
Because it's a comfort.
True. Okay.
My favorite comfy outfit.
Oh,
And I think I would want an option to bring lots of books.
lots of books because they bring you comfort.
Yeah.
Interesting. Hey, and you're sure about that comfy outfit? Like you're up there in heaven.
Yeah.
The whole world from the before, and the world from before that, and the world from before that is gonna see ya. You want that? I know. I think I know your comfy outfit.
I'm good.
You feel fine.
Mhm.
I'm taking my phone.
Of course. Even though it don't work in heaven.
I believe God has Wi-Fi. He just sent me a meme or a memo telling me that it's my time. I believe he has Wi-Fi. He's able to get the message to me, right? So I'm gonna take my phone. I'm gonna take. I'm probably gonna take fake cat Maggie.
Why are you taking your fake cat Maggie?
She brings me comfort.
Oh, so
Why are you taking a blanket?
Because it brings me comfort.
Right, same thing. I don't know if I have a third unless I can take a food item. Then I'm
Why would you
taking
take? But are
then
you
I'm
eating
taking
in heaven? Is that what they do in heaven?
yeah, like in my view of heaven, heaven is like the promenade deck on the Love Boat. That's my view of heaven. So it's an endless buffet of goodies.
So why are you bringing food then?
Well, because I don't know if they serve hot dogs.
I'm pretty sure if you're in heaven, poof, you're a hot dog.
Nice. Okay. Then I think I'm only taking two things. I don't think I have a third thing I want to take. Maybe my watch because I like to know the time.
Oh my God.
Right.
If you don't have a clock,
Right. I'd be crazy. I'd go
whew,
crazy in heaven. I'd go postal in heaven.
you would go postal.
And I think God would not be too happy with that.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
So that's all. That all went through my mind in like a 3-minute walk to my office today.
Makes me wonder, like, why exercise makes that happen for you.
I don't know. Right. I don't know. Because you know how I feel about exercise, right? It's punishment. Makes me think I'm only doing this because I almost met my maker.
Uh-huh.
Must be some sort of connection that way, I guess.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know, Lisa. But you know what I do know?
Tell me.
Oddly enough, you had a crazy thought that passed through your brain. I too
Mhm.
I had a phrase for some reason.
Shut the front door.
No. I had a phrase that came into my head and it was hell bent for leather.
I've never heard that phrase.
Right? And I'm like, where did that come from?
You just made that up in your head?
No, I didn't. I'm sure it's a phrase that I've heard before somewhere. It's like old. I'm sure it's old because I'm old.
Right.
But it's like hell bent for leather. And I think that means like if someone is in a hurry or somebody's speeding or something is like hell bent for leather. And I'm like, what's up with that phrase? Like, why did I all of a sudden did that pop into my head?
Like what about like in a hurry and leather? Like where does I don't understand the connection.
I don't know. Like you've
like
never heard of
comes from a cow. Cow's not fast.
No, but like hell bent for leather. I don't know.
No. I've heard hell bent and I've heard of leather.
Yeah.
I've never heard them as a phrase.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Maybe friends of the podcast, if you have heard hell bent for leather, can you please let me know the origin? Because all of a sudden, boom, it was in my head. And I'm like, that's an odd thing for me to think about.
That's kind of funny. You know, but you are always like you always know phrases, right? You're a
winner,
phrase
winner,
girl.
chicken dinner.
Yeah, funny. That's a new scratch lottery ticket. Do you know how many times in a day I hear that? Oh, can I get the $2 winner, winner, chicken dinner? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They'll point. I'll take that one. The winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, right.
Oh, I love it.
Take a gun and shoot me. Take a gun and shoot me. Right.
Perfect. It's like so. It's like karma's biting you in the ass.
It's like nails on the chalkboard for me. Like lame ass phrases are like nails on a chalkboard. Right? I don't cope well, Samantha.
No, you do not.
Well. Okay. I need to be serious. I got to get this off my chest now. I'm talking some serious shit. So on Sunday, out of the blue, Mike Gibson says, "Hey, do you feel like McDonald's for supper?" Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I do. Right? Because he never ever just says those magical words, right? So yeah, I do. So he decides he has a couple things to do, so he's gonna bring it home. So he gets himself the grand Big Mac. I get a Big Mac because I love a Big Mac, and then I'm like, oh my god, they have those new nuggets. I want to
Mm-hmm.
try the new nuggets with the spicy Thai sauce. Sounds so good, right? And I love spicy Thai. Okay, no problem. Comes home, unpack the bag. There's no fucking sauce.
Did he even ask for the sauce?
He didn't check the bag because why should he have to? It's
But
not
did
his
he
job.
order the? Let's go back one step further. Did he ask for the Thai chili
Yes.
sauce?
Yeah. And it was on the receipt. Yeah.
Oh.
And then he didn't get them. Right?
So whose fault is it? Theirs for forgetting it or him for not looking in the bag?
Theirs, because it's not his job or anybody's job. Dear McDonald's, I don't work for you. You don't pay me. I don't think I should have to follow up to make sure you are doing your job properly. Right? I should be able to,
Oh.
right? They are the drive-through experts. The people, however many people are working in that area are the drive-through kings and queens.
Kings and
I
queens.
I should not have to check their work. I should not have to.
All right.
Right?
Okay. All right.
Drove me crazy. So what did I get? Just McNuggets, no sauce.
And yeah. So you're never going to
And
do that again, are you?
no, right? And do you know how much chicken McNuggets? 10 chicken McNuggets now are $12.
Oh God.
Dear McDonald's, I don't make enough money to get a 10 pack of McNuggets now. Thank you. Thank you. What once was a pleasurable trip, a pleasurable experience. I love McDonald's. Da 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 da. I'm loving it. Da 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 da. I'm not loving it actually.
Do you
Right?
remember when we bought? Was it a 20 pack of
Oh my
McNuggets
god, we
for
couldn't
the
even afford that
road?
now.
Was it when? Where were we going that we felt we needed a 20 pack?
Probably Meadow Lake or something.
Probably something like that.
Right? Yeah.
Like we were just insane. We're like, yeah, 20 pack of McNuggets.
Right? Dollar, dollar, dollar. That's back when you didn't have to, go in debt with lose your first month's rent because of it.
Yeah, that's true.
So crazy, right? So crazy.
I wonder what they're
Yeah.
gonna do to I don't know, put filler in there so they don't actually have to use a chicken.
Well, I already think there's not much chicken,
Ugh.
right? I'm sure that it's a powder.
You just eat you eat McNuggets just for the sauce. So let's be
I do.
let's be real. That's the real thing that pissed you off.
Yeah,
is the
there's no
sauce wasn't
sauce.
there.
Yeah, I was curious to try the sauce, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so bear with me. I have been researching
Oh my
my
goodness.
my flowy wardrobe because
Really?
yes, I'm emerging like a butterfly. I'm transitioning into
I'm like a bird. I want to
my
fly away.
into my new flowy wardrobe.
Why are you head first into this?
I think I'm just ready. I'm ready
ready.
to like enjoy a flowy pant, a flowy shirt.
Okay, Samantha.
I feel like in the winter this will not be the best choice because,
No.
our winters are more like 5 layers of clothing and
Well, and
hope
you
for the
love a
best.
sweater, and you love a sweater.
I do love a sweater, but I could probably find a flowy sweater.
You think there's such thing as a flowy sweater?
I feel like there could be. But I'm getting to
And I
my
think that's a poncho.
it could be a poncho. I'm not
Could be
opposed to it.
maybe you're gonna be a poncho lady.
I could be a poncho lady. I
Yeah.
think I'd be very attractive. And then I'm going to wear statement bracelets. Big chunky statement bracelets. It's happening. It's totally going to happen.
Oh
now.
my god! And then if you just take those back from what I remember, the pink foamy curlers, put them in your hair at night.
No,
you
I'm never doing
totally will look like Helen Roper,
Not
right?
doing that.
You will totally be Helen
I'm not
Roper.
doing that, but I'm entering my flowy clothing years.
Okay.
So
You're gonna own it.
Of course, I'm gonna enjoy
Right?
it. I'm gonna capture it, and because I don't need to be like everybody else.
No, right? You like to go to the beat of your own drummer.
Well, just makes me
I
happier.
feel your Harry Carey glasses will fit into the new Sam.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
Right.
just build upon one thing and it all comes together.
Well, fair enough, fair enough. Because guess what? I too made a bit of an age life cycle change over the weekend. I officially have entered my Sketcher years. I went and bought a pair of Skechers. The type that don't do up, the slip-ins.
Oh, you bought slip-ons.
The ones, but they look like they have laces.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Not like a total slip-on. I know, right? And they're really they're pretty cool. Pretty
Are
cool
they?
looking one. Yeah.
Where did you happen to purchase those ones, Lisa?
At the Sketcher outlet.
Oh, fancy.
Right?
Fancy.
Yep, because Mike saw me struggling with my shoes and he's like, "You need Skechers." He's like, "It's time. It's time." They are as light as a feather.
Oh,
They are so light.
that's
Like
lovely.
I almost thought I just was sold an empty box.
Well, I don't think I'm at my Sketcher years quite yet.
No,
but I think, I might be more of a slip-on shoe at some point.
I think you're definitely going to be a slip-on shoe, Samantha.
I just got to find something to go with my flowy wardrobe.
You'll do it. You'll do it. Okay, here's something really cool. So you know how I'm a back sleeper, right? But I sleep a little bit elevated.
Yes.
So I lie on my back, propped up a little bit, not like a full prop, but like kind of like a like a slouchy chair type of thing, like a lounger kind of. That's how I like to sleep, right? So I wake up, I'm in my pajama bottom shorts and a tank top, right? Because it's hot. I look down and I'm like, you know what? This is the best view of me from like the neck down because I look totally skinny. I have a knockout body laying down slightly elevated. There's no ripples. It is just flat like a washboard. Legs are good anyways, right? Yeah. I don't know where my fat belly goes. It disappears when I lie like that.
It slides to the side, Lisa. It all slides to the side.
Every morning I just admire me.
Of course you do.
I just lie in awe of me. And all I think is it's a horrific view from the neck up because if everything slides to the side, so does my fat face, right? No matter how much weight I ever lose, I always have a fat face, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gives it away. But that is like you automatically look skinny.
But you do realize, like, because when you're laying down, your boobs are also off to the side.
Yeah. Right? I'm not
Right?
talking about that. I'm not talking about perkiness or anything. Right? I'm just talking about like right down the front of you, the immediate front.
Just flat
like a road.
Like a road. Got it.
Flat like a road, right?
Mm-hmm.
Try it. You're going to be like, ooh, look at me rocking this fake body. Where'd this come from overnight? And then you sit up and it's all reality again, right? It all comes flooding back. Oh, right.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, yeah, the struggle to put my pants on. Will they fit today? Did I have too many donuts the other day? Like,
I tell you, you know what the key is? I know what the key is. And we can't do it because it's not acceptable in public. The key is to go commando.
No,
I know you can't do it. You can't do it because it's the wrong thing to do.
No,
listen,
I'm never doing that. I'm never doing that.
Listen, use your listening ears, Samantha. I'm saying it's not the right thing to do. Not N-O-T. It's not the right thing to do. However, let's just think about it for a minute. When our pants feel too tight, that's not us. That's your panties. They're taking up another layer. Another layer.
No offense, but I don't need, like, nobody needs to endure the pain that would be if you're wearing pants with zippers of catching your short hairs in a zipper. Like, nobody needs that kind of pain.
Okay, but where a zipper goes, I don't think that's where your short hairs go. It's not 1970, right? Like the bush isn't growing up your belly.
I
don't know what your zipper looks like, or
I'm
or
just
your belly.
saying, like, I just don't feel like anyone should go commando. That's just not necessary.
What
your
about
pants are gonna smell because your body odor is all over your
sure.
pants.
For sure, that's definitely a one and done outfit, right?
Right? Like, that's gross.
What about commando with elastic waist?
No,
still no.
No.
I'm just saying
No.
that's what takes up the extra
Have
layer.
you
That's what.
seen a man in a pair of sweats that
Yeah, but
doesn't
guess.
have any underwear on? It
I'm
is
sorry.
a bloink, 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 bloink
Do
from
you?
side to side.
I've
Nobody needs
never.
that either.
I've never noticed your penis or your balls before. I feel confident that that doesn't
No,
apply
I'm
to
just talking
you.
about a man wearing a pair of
Yeah,
sweats. Like, that's
I'm not
just
saying.
nasty.
Yeah, men should. Well, first off, do they need to wear sweats? That's just me. Haters gonna hate. And do they like? Yes, men shouldn't be. I'm just talking about women.
Okay, but I'm just thinking people going commando in general.
Oh, okay. You're doing
It's
the
just not
general.
necessary.
Hmm.
It's just not necessary.
Just a simple conversation about, you know, why your button feels a little bit tight. It's because your panties, they take up extra. It's extra fabric
Yeah,
in there,
that smidge of a
right?
millisecond or millimeter
Right.
or whatever it is,
Yeah.
that
And when we
really
get
makes a
old and
difference.
when we get old and we wear the silky ones, still too tight. Still too tight. Still adding too much,
Oh
right?
God.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I can't with you.
Okay.
But I might be able to help you out because if I think if you're feeling it like you have gained some weight, Lisa,
Yeah.
I'm going to let you know that the 1970s cottage cheese trend is back on track.
Okay.
Remember
But
when our 70s smoking, tab drinking moms would need to go on a diet? What did they eat, Lisa? Cottage cheese,
cottage
Melba
cheese.
toast, and
Yeah.
pineapple.
Yeah, and if they were at a restaurant, they would have the fruit platter with the cottage cheese,
With the cottage
please.
cheese.
Yeah. Well, here's the
So,
thing. I don't eat cottage cheese because it's an ugly food.
but it's actually not a bad food.
I'm not eating it. It's ugly. I can't eat ugly.
I can't eat that.
I can't eat
Okay, but it's
ugly.
all the rage all over the TikTok, right?
I know
They're
it
doing
is,
cottage
right?
cheese dips, they're doing cottage cheese hot dips, they're doing cottage cheese pizzas, and they're mixing it with
Really.
mustard and it's mixing it with like nutritional yeast and it's a queso dip and they're doing all the stuff. And all I thought was, guys, cottage cheese, not new.
Not that. No.
You can't pull one over on the Gen
Yeah.
X generation. We
No.
grew up with a 70s mom who
Right. Who love
already
the
tested
cottage
that out.
cheese? Yeah. And two thumbs up to the Melba toast. Right. A little bit of butter on that Melba toast. Perfect.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Kicked bread's ass every time as a kid.
Melba toast,
I
cottage
don't
cheese.
want bread, but I'll have Melba toast. Yeah, yeah. So, the 70s are calling. They want their cottage cheese back, right?
Everybody's so excited. And I'm like, it's not new.
Not new.
It's not new.
Been there, done that.
I've been eating cottage cheese for a really long time.
I've never eaten cottage cheese.
But I do have something new for people because I'm never going to do a TikTok because I don't make lasagna, but my mother does. My mother puts cottage cheese in her lasagna and it's delightful.
Oh, I've heard that before.
So people, if you want to do something else with your cottage cheese, go old school and put it in your lasagna.
Ew, no.
It's delicious.
I'm almost allergic to cottage cheese.
No, you're not.
Yeah, right. Like, so there's mushrooms, there's honey, cottage cheese. It's on the fence, right? Sulfa and penicillin. Those are my 5 allergies.
All right, Lisa.
All right. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
But maybe you'll be allergic to these mustard Skittles.
I'm not eating that.
Yeah, apparently they're coming out because there's like a big, huge, we've seen ketchup and mustard stuff everywhere for how long now, right?
Yeah, it's been a
And
long time.
everyone's on the mustard thing. They're throwing it into everything and cottage cheese and all that. But now apparently there's a mustard Skittle.
No, I prefer my mustard as a condiment only. Right? Like, it needs to just stay on my mustard needs to go on stuff.
But
Not be
I mean,
in stuff.
eventually, and we saw at the Stampede they had mustard ice cream.
Right? HHG's kid ate it.
Ugh.
She said it wasn't mustardy enough.
See?
How do you have not mustardy enough mustard ice cream when
I
ice cream
know.
shouldn't even have mustard in it?
I know.
Riddle me that, would you?
Riddle me that. But you know what? There's also sad news. Sinead O'Connor passed away.
Right?
Totally she's only 50. She's only 56.
Totally stopped me in my tracks today. Right? She's had some struggles. She's had a lot of struggles.
Yep, she has.
Right? And I don't know. I don't think they haven't said much about it.
Oh.
So I don't know. I mean, her son died a few years ago. He committed suicide, right? So I don't know. I mean, I don't think that there's a happy ending in any of this, but maybe the positive is that maybe she's in peace with her son now. I don't know, but Sinead O'Connor was a big part of my of our 80s 90s generation,
Yeah,
right? Right,
she was.
like nothing compares to you. And my favorite Sinead O'Connor song is Emperor's New Clothes.
Oh, really?
I love that one. It's just fun, right? It's
Okay.
kind of dancey. So yeah, that was sad, right? You'd like to think that that oh, I don't know. I don't know enough about it to really say, but I feel bad for people because there's so much help out there, and it's just there's such an ugly stigma attached. I wish, you know what I want? You know what? I shake my head at stigmas. End the stigmas, people, right?
I agree.
On everything, from whether you dye your hair, whether you're overweight, whether you're underweight, and the stigmas. That's what's causing our mental health issues, right? Is that there's so many stigmas. And I just think that this is just another sad story, right? It's sad,
I
right?
agree.
But she has great music, and I'll probably put her in my ears at some point in the next day or two,
Hmm.
and remember how fantastic she was.
I think we all should.
And she was controversial. Remember, she ripped up that picture of the Pope,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
right? That was kind of cool.
Hmm. She
That
was
was
a
kind
little
of
bit of a rebel.
She was. She was. So rest in peace, Sinead O'Connor.
Hmm.
Okay, so you know how like last week we talked about Walt Disney and how he taught me how to read. So I went down a little bit of an old childhood cartoon rabbit hole, and I noticed, oh dear Walt Disney, and nobody touches him with a 10-foot pole. I don't think there's some racist overtones in
Yeah, but
his
that's because
books.
it's old. Hey,
I know, but why? Like, okay, I know it's because it's old.
it's back in the day.
However, the big thing is that, right, is that we're supposed to teach people better, but you never hear Walt Disney being mentioned in any of that.
No.
There's a book called, you ready for this? I'm going to say it because I didn't write it. The Tar Baby.
Oh,
Yeah, that's really bad. Hey,
what's oh?
yeah, I don't know, but it's really bad. It's really, really bad. It's
That's
a
bad.
there's a record book. It's a read along book.
Really?
Yes.
Oh dear.
I mean, I don't remember. I never had the Tar Baby, but I'm like, oh, that's like horrible.
That is horrible.
And then I thought, you know what? I think we need to educate people on because Walt Disney's done so many fantastic things. I feel we need to educate people on, you know what? Even though there was different times and we know better, so we do better, blah blah blah, right? But that he necessarily fell in. He wasn't exempt from falling into some of these traps either,
True. He's
right?
not perfect.
He's not
I mean,
perfect. And part,
just because parks have been,
yeah,
created from his vision, that
yeah,
doesn't mean that
no, definitely not.
he has
No,
done everything right.
no, and I'm not saying that he's racist either. Like I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about him. So Rex, I don't research and stuff like that. I just take what I see and I run with it. But
Hmm.
but I was a little bit shocked in that rabbit hole with them. That's
That's
all.
not good.
No, it's not good. It's not
That's not
good.
good.
Just like I don't know if any of them are good, right? Like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, not good now. Not good. Right? It's not good now.
The evil witch.
Right? The aristocrats, that whole thing is not good. And how they're all portrayed, that's not good. It's not good, right? Like there's a lot of not good.
Yeah, there's a lot of not good.
Right? And I get you take it with a grain of salt and it doesn't
Uh-huh.
seem like it's not good, but there's some not good.
Oh, well, that's just like the lullabies and
The
the
nursery rhymes, not
the
good,
nursery
not
rhymes.
good,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right? Yeah, like your rockabye baby, right? When the bell breaks, the baby will drop or will fall or
Will
something.
fall.
Right? And like what like Jack and Jill went up the hill, right? Like not good. London Bridges, about the plague, not good.
Yeah,
Right?
the London
Sometimes I
Bridge
just
is falling down.
some, yeah, like sometimes when I see stuff, I'm just like, oh, not good. Again, you're just kind of, not good, not good. It's like it's like you're reading a dirty magazine. Get off, get off, get off, get off this site. It seems bad. It seems wrong. It just seems wrong.
It does seem wrong.
It just seems wrong to spend too much
You're
time
just
there.
reading it. You're just trying to
Right?
figure out what it's talking about, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden you're like, oh my god.
It seems wrong to spend too much time there.
Right. And that's the thing. And now you feel bad and you feel
Now I
guilty
feel bad. I feel
because
guilty.
you've even looked at it or read it
Right,
or
or read
watched it.
it,
Yeah.
pondered it, thought
Yeah.
about it, spent time there, right? It's a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot like the porn would be, I think,
Oh my God.
right?
Yeah, maybe.
Right? I don't know that. I'm not
Maybe.
a porn girl, but I don't know that, right?
Okay.
It just seems bad. It seems wrong.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it just seems wrong.
Well, there's some other things that may seem wrong.
Okay.
Apparently, Twitter is now called X.
I don't get that either.
Yeah, apparently that your desktop would have changed to X, but I don't know if your phone app, your Twitter app, would have changed to X
I don't
yet.
think my phone has changed. No.
No, but apparently that's what Elon has been up to. He's decided to change Twitter to a letter again, and because apparently that's who he is.
I thought
And
the
it
whole
was
thing was that it was Twitter, and the little bird tweeted,
yeah.
tweeted.
No, now it's
No.
X. I don't know. Is it
Okay.
X marks the spot?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Weird.
So, and it was funny because in our Facebook, in my Facebook feed came Jessica Kupperman, who we know
Oh,
from
yeah.
She Podcast,
Right.
and she asked, "Is it now Xing? Is it re-Xing? Is it the X or is it just X?" And I'm like, very
What is
good
it?
points,
Right.
very excellent points, Jessica.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
excellent points.
Totally. I feel Elon Musk, you owe us some answers.
Well, it's like you can you just let us know what you're doing?
Like, what the fuck is it? Why did you have to change it if it's still the same thing? It's like the threads. It's like the threads, right? We're on the Instagram. The app comes up saying, join the threads. So we join the threads, which looks just like the Instagram.
Right.
I don't get what's with the threads either.
I don't
Right?
get what's with the threads either.
Like, can't we just be happy with what we had?
No.
Right? Leave it at the TikTok and go? No, apparently not.
Leave it
Apparently
at the
not,
TikTok and
Samantha,
go.
right? Right? Leave it at the TikTok as the last one and go. Take it and go. That's what I think. Okay. This was something I kind of read about this, and and when I say read, I meant like in an article on my phone, and it got me thinking. Right? I feel that we may, as a society, have crossed a fine line with the names we give our pets. Right? Do we need to give our pets real people names?
Like Fred.
Right? Like my dad had a dog named Gus.
Mm-hmm.
Like now we're naming pets real names. I have right like we're naming pets real names, and I feel like, you know how like we had a podcast a while back where we talked about how pets almost get treated just like they're your kids,
People do treat them like their kids
because they're calling them their kids' names. Right? Like Muffin didn't get treated like a kid. Muffin knew her boundaries. Muffin knew she was a dog. She was loved, but she was a dog. Right?
Well, my
Pixie.
Yeah, mom and dad's dog right now is called Pixie. Then there was an Abby, and we had a Jessie.
Right, two real names.
Yeah,
right?
They were treated like dogs, though.
I know, but why do we have to name pets?
I don't think it's the name. I'm going to disagree with you.
You are?
Yes, I am going to disagree with you. I don't think it's just the fact that somebody's called them a person's name. Like I've seen.
So if I bought a new cat and I called her Samantha, you'd be like, not what's with the name? You wouldn't.
I would think it was odd that you're calling your pet Sam. I think that would be odd, but I've encountered that before.
Any weirder than Jessie?
But that doesn't mean they treat the cat any differently than they would treat a cat
that. What I'm
with a
saying
different
is,
name.
Could it lead to a slippery slope?
No, because I think people who don't have children but have pets are going to pay more attention to their pets. Right. If a family has children and pets, pets get treated like pets regardless of the name. I think you're going overboard with this, and I think you just don't like people who call their pets Fred.
I don't. I want pets to have pet names.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want.
What's a pet name then? Please give an example to the crowd.
Muffin.
Besides Muffin.
Pixie.
Besides Pixie.
Okay, the HHG's dog, Checkers.
That's a good one.
That's a pet name, right? Checkers.
Uh-huh.
Right? I don't know lots of pets.
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying.
So what other names should people name their pets other than names?
Anything other than names is what I'd go with.
So should we call them like a box of cereal? Should we
I
call
could,
them a
I,
cookie?
I guess
Should
you
we
know it would
call
be
them an Oreo?
okay. Like I always say, if I ever need a seeing eye dog, his name is going to be either Puddles or Noodles
Why you're naming your dog a puddle or a noodle?
because I don't want to name him Zach or Ryan, right? Because that seems weird to me, right?
But I think you would have way more respect if you said, Zach, come over here. Puddles, come over here. Like,
No,
who
no,
are we taking more seriously, Zach or Puddles?
no. Zach, I'm looking for a little young man. Where's Zach? Right? Puddles, I'm looking for something that would resemble a pet.
A puddle? They're
Pedals,
going to
puddles,
resemble water?
or noodles.
Noodles.
Yeah,
Why don't you
right?
just name it hot dog?
I could do that too. Just hot
You can,
dog.
let's name it KD.
Oh yeah, I'd be fine. Katie, well, it's kind of. I would go craft dinner. I'm just saying, I don't like the dog. Why do you got to do this? Why do you got to be like this?
Because I think you're wrong. I think people are allowed to name their pets whatever the hell they want. And I think
Mm.
it's only you who has a bit of a hang up about human names.
Well, let me have it then, please.
I mean, let's be serious. They're naming their kids by fruit. There's apple,
Yeah,
right?
and we think that's weird.
Yes, but people name their kids fruit or a bird or whatever they come across.
Yeah, and people comment and think that that's weird. So when you don't, so when you name your dog a person name, I think that that's weird. Same type of thing.
Come here, Zachary.
Weird, right? Here, Zach, 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 Zach. Here, Zach. Weird, right? Just weird.
Come here, Puddles.
But right, better, right? And here comes Puddles. Here comes Puddles, right?
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
Nope, I don't think so.
All right, we better move on. We're not going to agree.
No, we're not going to agree because I don't agree with you.
I don't know if we're going to agree on this. I don't know how to take this. I don't know. I just know what I read, and I feel we needed to bring it up.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Jason Aldean.
Oh, people are hot about this one.
Hot. Unlearned 16 did a whole podcast on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she went line by line by line by line.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. So the song Try It in a Small Town.
yeah.
Right? It's being pulled off the radios. People find it offensive and people find it racist. Is
Yeah.
it? You find it racist?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know enough about the song.
I
I've
don't
seen
know.
snippets of it on TikTok and people have
Yeah.
given their opinions. And
I feel
I don't
it's
know.
a 50-50. I feel like I hear lots for it's not, and I hear lots for it is.
uh-huh. Yeah.
Right? I feel I don't have an opinion because I don't really know the song.
I don't know the song either. I've only heard snippets of it.
Yeah.
I think people really got a little bit choked about the video because he
Right.
uses
He
actual
uses an
news
area
footage.
where
Well, he
right.
uses news footage from the different riots that happened.
Yeah, and then he was filming outside of a building where there was a lynching.
Yes.
Right?
That
Not
really
good.
that's
Not good.
yeah. Yeah.
Right? Dear Jason Aldean, that's not good. It's not
No.
good.
No.
Right? But I also kind of get the message of the small town message. I grew up in a small town, and
Mhm.
small towns very protective of each other.
Yep.
They really do. Like some parts of that I could see being true, right? Like they really do take matters into their own hands in a small town.
Mhm.
I mean, unfortunately, it's not always good,
No.
right? So
There
I don't
can
know.
be I don't know. I
So
think
does
that
the podcast weigh in on this one?
yeah, because I think people I guess it depends on how you see it and this is just the world's attempt to um squash his freedom of
Creativity, freedom of
his
speech.
freedom of speech, right? Isn't that the gist of North America or America
Yeah,
is that, you're allowed
totally.
to say what you want to say and
Totally. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of touchy.
What did Unlearn 16 say about it?
Feels it's racist, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Felt I from what I didn't get through her whole podcast, but felt that you can't distinguish being from a small town should have nothing to do with how you would handle a situation.
Mhm.
Right? That I think she was not happy.
No. And
Yeah.
that's, I don't know.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know either, right? I was just curious to see what people think,
I know.
right? I don't want to touch it.
No, neither do I.
I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it.
But I
Can't
thought,
touch this.
can't touch this.
Can't touch it. No, 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 no. Don't touch.
Don't touch.
Don't touch. Don't
Not
touch.
not good. Other people making lots of judgments.
Just
Nobody
like
else
I
needs to
feel,
weigh in.
no, just like I feel I should not have touched the whole dogs and their names. Don't touch. Don't
Don't
touch,
touch.
Lisa. Don't
Lisa,
touch.
don't touch.
Right?
It's not your
Don't
place
touch.
to decide what someone else is going to call their pet.
Right. And your comment about me being too long-winded. You know what? You should don't touch too. Don't touch, Samantha. Don't touch. How about that? How about some of that, right?
Yeah. Okay. But speaking about back in the day, remember when we were young and all that kind of fun stuff when we were just starting out with our new jobs?
Mhm.
Did you know that back in the day, workplaces had hair policies?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like for men and stuff, they definitely did.
Uh-huh.
Samantha, I think the policies, like, okay, think back to when we worked at Pennington's, right? You couldn't have a visible tattoo.
Oh, that's right.
You couldn't have anything other than piercings in your ears.
Right? Because they didn't allow nose piercings.
No, no, nothing like that. And that's like only in the 2000s, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
and yeah, like remember, don't you remember we had one girl who worked with us? She came to work with pink hair.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, hi. No, you're gonna have to dye that back blonde because you can't have pink hair. I'm
Yeah.
sure that's a no.
And now people can show their tattoos and have piercings wherever they
They can do
want and
whatever, right?
dye their hair whatever they like. And frankly, I think that's for the better because it's just showing off your personality and your
Yeah.
individuality, and you can do whatever you want with your hair as long as you come presentable to work.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Yeah. I think you know what I think it is too is I think that I think as long as you come presentable to work, but I think that it takes away. I think society used to judge people solely based on their appearance, right? So now we're saying
Mm.
we're not going to judge you on your appearance, right? We're going to judge you on all the things that make you a good person, right? And it's not the color of your hair.
So I can't judge you when you're short hair then?
No, you do because you're a judger. I'm getting my hair cut on Saturday, so don't judge it. I am a little bit. I'm getting it colored because it's gray. I'm salt and pepper.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Stop cutting your hair.
No, I can't
You
stop.
crazy
Won't stop.
woman.
Can't stop. I'm going to stop after this.
Uh-huh. I doubt it.
Yeah. I doubt it too.
I doubt
Right?
it.
I doubt it. I doubt it. And that's up to me. If I want to have short hair, I can
Fine,
have short
whatever.
hair.
Do you?
It's like when you put it up in your dirty, messy bun.
I have it like up in a
Dirty, messy bun.
No, it's not a messy bun. It's not a bun.
Well, it looks the same thing. Whatever it is, it looks like the same thing that it used to look like.
Oh my God! Stop
a
talking.
clump of hair on the top of your head.
The clump. You know what, guys? I don't need to go anywhere for critiquing. Lisa provides it 24/7 on a regular basis for me. I don't need to feel bad about myself because Lisa just likes to remind me all the time.
You are the originator of who's a pretty girl. I've always called you a pretty girl. Oh, you're so pretty. Remember that? You're so pretty.
And it's, the funny thing is that my family now does that to me. And it's like, you understand that it's not a compliment, right? Like when Lisa does it, it's because she's like, how's your blue shirt?
That's
how we address each other.
Right,
I'm like,
right.
How's your fancy checkered
Those are fancy checkered pants, but they're called plaid and not checkered. Right? Right? You totally try to get your point across. Oh, we're horrible. We're really horrible.
Each other. Yeah. We're horrible.
Yeah, really bad.
I remember picking you up and you're like, how's your green shirt?
How's your bright green shirt?
I'm like, seriously? I worked all day in this shirt.
Right. And how's it been working for you?
Oh.
If you can't do that with your best friend, who can you do that with?
No kidding, right?
Exactly.
But anyways, people, do whatever you want with your hair. God bless us now that we've walked into the 21st century.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Appearances alone.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Just ask Lisa.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Nice, right? At least I get my hair cut.
Oh, that's rude. That's
Right?
rude.
Remember that long stretch when you
Yeah.
didn't? You were in
At
a
least
funk.
I'm not obsessed with my hair and get it
You-
cut every 2 weeks.
True. At least I keep mine colored.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, boom shakalaka.
Yeah, but you know what? My
What?
hair is a color that, can go longer without it. Yours, you get gray
Says
really quick and
yeah.
you notice that shit.
But the funny thing is only you believe that story. You've completely convinced all the people that see it think, what the hell is she doing?
What is
But
she
you've got
doing?
yourself completely convinced. And that's fine. That's the beauty of you, Samantha. You own it, you live it.
I don't give a shit. That's the problem.
Right. I
No,
know,
actually, you
right?
know what? That's not the problem. That's the beauty of it all.
Yeah. And then every now and then I have to give you a poke and go, okay, do you want to keep looking like this? Are you thinking about
I
going gray?
have
Can you
never
pick a
gone
side?
longer. That's the longest I went. Okay, calm down.
I know a year and a half was a long time.
No, I didn't go a year and a half.
It's felt like forever.
It was like 3 months, maybe 4.
What about with the whole messy bun? That was like years.
Oh, God.
You loved it. And I know you loved it. And I
Other
felt
people
bad.
do messy buns too.
I know. I know. I know. I
hmm
know. I'm
Just
not
you're
perfect.
jealous. If you're jealous, this is what's happening here.
I would never
This
go
is
to all that
jealousy
trouble. I would
because you
never
have
go to all
such
that
short
trouble.
hair.
I would never go to all that trouble.
You're
I'd
like,
never go to all
if
that trouble.
only I could have a
Never.
long enough hair to throw it into a messy bun. So you
All I
got to
want,
poke fun
you're,
of
oh,
other
you got
people.
me. Right? You got me. Every day, all I think is, all I want is to have long enough hair that I can just wear a clump of it on top of my head.
And all I think about when I look at you is like, you wish you had longer hair.
Yeah.
But
And again, right?
you're
You're
so
wrong.
obsessed with the cutting of your hair that you need
Mhm.
to go get it done 2 to 3 weeks. Every
It's
2 to
not,
3 weeks.
it's 3 to 4. Thank you.
No, it's 2 to 3.
I know I don't ever go at 2. I
Yes, you
go at
do.
3 to 4. No,
No,
I
you don't.
No,
No.
yes, I do.
Stop it.
Yes, I
You're
do.
obsessed. And that's the problem
Mhm.
with you. You get obsessed about the weather when you're going on vacation. Then you get obsessed about your hair because you got to make sure your hair looks good for your vacation. And that's
Yes,
probably why you're going to get it colored now. And then
yes,
you're going to get freaked out because you can't get it cut before you go on your vacation. Oh, but that's
exactly.
coming out soon. It is in the right time because it's
Isn't
the
it
Saturday before you go away. Oh my
right?
God. It's all aligning, the sun, the moon, the stars. It's all coming together now, folks.
And I cannot deny any of that,
Uh-huh. Okay.
right?
So put a hat on your head and let's see what you look like.
All right, looks like leather, whatever your phrase was.
It's hell bent for leather, and you
Oh,
look like a boy when you put your
I
cap
don't wear
on.
and I know I look like a boy, and I don't wear my hat because I don't want to look like a boy. But yet I get peer pressured at the lake. Put on your hat. Put on your hat. And I'm
Yes,
like,
because you burnt your head, you dumbass.
yeah, I know, but I'd rather have a burnt head than look like a boy, dumbass. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
remember we're friends and we get along and it's a comedy podcast.
This is fun.
Friends, the podcast. We will do this for hours. If we don't stop it now, it will never stop.
It will never stop.
Caroline
Okay.
Johnson loves this, right? She'd be like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
here we go. Here
Bring
we
it
go.
on.
I just made some popcorn. I'm ready
Yeah.
for this."
Okay, but Facebook Tuesday, people showed me their true colors when it came to cereal. Hi,
Uh-huh.
people.
Right?
And by the way, I don't know if all of those cereals are my cereals, but we'll let that one slide, Lisa.
Yeah. I blamed you.
Yeah, okay, thanks. But apparently everyone has a hate on for Special K.
Well, hi.
Nobody really loved the Fruit Loops either, which kind of broke my heart a little because those
Me
are one of
too.
my top 5 of
Yeah.
cereals.
And then I kept saying, even raw, even raw, even raw, even raw, right? Like I get you don't want cereal with milk,
Yeah.
but even raw,
Even raw.
even raw.
And then we did, and then I guess Cinnamon Toast Crunch kind of hit the skids too, but
Yeah.
it hurts when you eat Cinnamon
It
Toast
does.
Crunch.
Somebody said it's like shards of glass. Sandra Kahn, I think, said it's like shards of
Yeah.
glass.
Yeah.
And then Nancy Winchester made a good point, and she said, "Why wouldn't you just make toast?" True.
True.
The cinnamon sugar toast is better than the crunch,
Right?
right?
And then I think people also didn't love a Rice Krispie. You know, the problem with Special K and Rice Krispies is that they don't come pre-flavored. You have to add so much sugar to it in
Yeah.
order for it to make it any kind of
Any
decent.
good.
Yeah. Like it's just blah.
And really, yeah, and Rice Krispies, really, they should just go in a square.
They should.
They should just go in a square. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we do. Again, friends of the podcast, if you want to join us on Facebook Tuesday, all you got to do is send us a message and You can play. You
Your
want to
favorites
subject
also could get hacked to death.
get hacked to death. You could spend all day defending why you love Captain Crunch and nobody else does. Right?
Oh, you too could have all that fun.
That's all yours just waiting. You just have to email me and it's yours. In you go. In you go. That was fun. It's still fun though. It's still a good time. Still
Yes,
a good
good
time.
times.
So here's something. You know how the actor strike is still going on, right?
Yes.
And the actors are on strike.
Yeah.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Are most, and I guess there's some actors that aren't as successful, but a lot of actors have been fairly successful, have they not?
No, there's like over in the actors in the
Yeah.
actors union, there's 126,000 people that make less than $26,000 a year
Okay,
as
then
an
they're
actor.
stupid, right? Then they're stupid.
No, but they can be in the union. All they're asking is for better rights and for like someone who worked it was a fairly successful actress worked in a series and
Uh-huh.
she was told after working in this series for a few seasons,
Yeah.
she was going to lose her health care because she hadn't lived up to the quota of how many hours or whatever
Hmm.
to keep her health care. So there are a lot of things that need to be improved in this union and the writers union too, and that's why they're both striking at the
Right.
same time.
I feel the
So
writers union is always on strike.
but they don't get their credit, and now the actors are afraid that the studios will start using AI to incorporate like fake
Well,
people into a picture and stuff.
well,
So
General Hospital just hired a whole bunch of like brand new, like, oh, look at you want to be a writer? Come be a writer.
really,
Yeah, for my soap opera. Like, hi, we'd like to keep the professional people, please.
yeah. See, it's
Not
why
that
don't
you
you
want to
guys?
be a writer, people.
Yeah, like why don't you just I don't know, sit down at the table and see what they want?
I guess, right? But The Rock, I guess, apparently donated a ton of money to the actor strike to help, I guess, people make sure that they're meeting their needs and stuff like that.
Oh, that's really sweet of him.
Yeah, I didn't hear what the amount was, but they said it was a huge amount.
Oh, good for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. And then I was just curious, like, do they need this? But you explained something I
Yeah.
didn't know. So
Yeah. They do.
yeah.
They do need this. And I think, I hope that they can resolve this quickly because then it gets everybody back to work. And
So
yeah,
the George Clooney's are really the minority.
yeah,
Okay.
the Julia Roberts, the Tom Cruises,
Right.
though it's the upper echelon that they're not doing it for them. They're doing it for
Right.
the people that are the extras and the one episode, actors who only get an episode in a series, that kind of thing.
Okay.
People that go from job to job. Those are
Okay.
the ones that need this.
Makes sense then.
And they get pennies. They get very little in residuals from the
Yeah.
series that they do.
Wow. Hey,
hmm
you got to be on Cheers or you got to be on Seinfeld or Friends.
No, sometimes even that.
Really? Weird.
I know. So
Weird.
I
Huh.
know. The Rock, look at you go.
I know. Right. Thought that was interesting.
Okay. All right. I shake my head at the studios who refuse to sit down and negotiate.
I shake my head at that too.
I
It's time
shake
to
my
end.
head at you.
Time to end this.
Yeah. Stop.
Right? Yeah.
But I do have a question.
Okay.
Do you have a drawer in your office desk, like in your office desk where you stash like goodies?
Okay. So I have a drawer, but I don't stash goodies because I always forget to buy the goodies.
So what's the drawer?
I want to stash goodies. I want to stash goodies in there. I want to be able to reach into the drawer and have a goodie, have a snack, have a chip, have a one finger of a Kit Kat. But I always forget to buy the goodies, so I just have an empty drawer.
Which is funny because you work in a gift shop, so
Right where I sell the goodies, right? But I always forget to buy the goodies. Do you have a goodie drawer?
I do not. I have a goodie. Like bowl,
And what's in your goodie bowl?
like candies and stuff.
Like just sitting out there in the open?
Yeah, like wrapped candies though.
Oh, okay. I see.
I'm
Like
not a
light
monster. They're not
just
unwrapped. They're
double
not.
checking.
I'm not a monster. I'm
Just-
not a monster.
I'm just clarifying. Just clarifying. There might be somebody listening who's like, "Oh, what is that about?" I'm just clarifying for them.
I
I'm
even
helping
had
you.
like
I'm
I
saving you.
even had like Special K breakfast bars in there at one point.
Like, do you get company? Is that why?
No, they're for me.
Oh,
I'm just like,
Okay. Sounds
in
like you're
case I get
entertaining.
hungry.
That's funny. So I area of opportunity for me is to work on a goodie drawer.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
for sure. I'm all for a goodie drawer. Like bring the goodie drawers. Totally. Totally. Oh, okay. But we go from something so exciting like a goodie drawer to like okay. I got some maybe some decisions to make in the Gibson household. Right?
Why?
And because we're having some struggles with fake cat Maggie, right? She's a senior cat and she is not doing listen, right? And we've had her for like 10 plus years,
Yes.
times probably 15 actually, if we're honest, being
Uh-huh.
honest here.
Yeah.
And times that by cat years, right? So she's a
Right.
senior cat,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know, she won't let me look in her mouth to see how her teeth are doing anymore, right? So I don't know if she's getting gingivitis. I don't know. She's not moving very much. She's not dashing for the door,
Uh-huh. Yes, because she dashed
right?
fakely before, right?
Right?
Like,
Yeah, fakely
yes.
she did. But
Yeah.
now she's just sitting always in one place.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what to do. We
Okay.
don't know. We don't know what to
All
do
right.
with it. We don't
I
know how to get her going, like bought her a new little toy, nothing. Didn't care.
maybe you
Didn't
need
even
to
care. Didn't even
maybe
the little ball with a bell. Didn't even care.
okay. But maybe you need to buy her like a friend.
Like
Maybe
another cat.
you need a new cat, a new newborn fake cat
Oh, I
to
never
come
thought
into the
about
mix.
that.
Yeah.
I feel that she lost her spirit when we took her Santa hat off when we put away the Christmas decorations. Felt she was a little peppier at Christmas and then not so much now. Right? We took her hat off and I think we killed her
I need to
spirit.
question something here. Let's
Sorry,
stop
what?
this conversation for
Okay.
just a moment.
Okay.
Do you and your husband sit there and discuss a stuffed cat? Because she is fake and has been fake. She's not an actual, like, fully formed cat that's been stuffed. Like, it's not a taxidermied cat. This is
No,
just
no.
a cloth cat that stands that happens to be tall,
Right.
right?
And orange. She's
Yeah,
tabby. She's
a
tabby cat.
tabby. But
Uh-huh.
like you don't sit there and discuss that with him, do you? Like, do you actually both of you have these weird discussions about your non-existent cat?
If I can speak on behalf of the Gibsons, we're going to plead the fifth on this one. We're going to plead the fifth. We don't have great discussions, no,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
but we have concerns. Like we still haven't figured out who we will her to when we go. She's going to outlive us, right? We think.
Yes, because she's fake.
We're just well, it depends, right? Because now she's in a senior's dilemma, so it's hard to
Well,
say, right?
you know what? I don't have anything for you because I'm not talking about a cat that has never breathed before or eaten or shit for that matter.
But
Uh,
I know
I'm just
she's
not.
low maintenance, super low maintenance.
Yes, because she's not real.
Costs us nothing.
Yes.
Gets along with others, plays well with others,
Yes.
but her play is gone. Her play is gone.
It's gone.
Right? Her play is gone.
Maybe
Just
you need to
saying.
put her out. Maybe you need to put her outside with the pigeons.
I don't know, right? She used to like to sit on the coffee table and look out the window. Not so much now. She's just really comfortable where she is.
Okay. Well, maybe that's just what happens when you're a senior fake cat.
Right? Like I've never had a senior cat before, so
Uh-huh.
I guess there's changes to be
Let's just make sure
expected.
that whenever you say senior cat, that there's always fake in there, like a senior fake cat. Because
It's
otherwise,
fake cat Maggie.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, when people meet you, they're going to think you have a real cat, Lisa, and
But
you
to
do not.
us,
She's not.
but to us,
No, she's not.
but to
Nope.
us,
No. Nope.
like to
Nope.
us,
I'm not buying
she's
into that shit. I have had a cat. So no, I'm
right,
not buying into
right,
your weird shit.
right. But to
Sorry.
us,
Nope.
she is very near and dear to us.
And we're moving on.
Okay, and we're gonna will her to you. You're gonna get fake cat Maggie, and you're gonna get the Korean doll too.
No, I do not want the
Mhm.
Korean doll.
Yep,
That
the
thing
voodoo
is too
Korean
freaky.
She's
Nope.
wrapped in saran wrap right now. She
I'll
can't
give
hurt
it.
anybody.
I'm going to give it to your sister. I'm going to give it to your sister.
That's funny. No, nobody wants her.
No, thank you.
Nobody
Mm-mm.
wants her. Nobody wants the Korean doll.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay, let's move on, shall we?
We should. Okay, so we spoke briefly about weird sayings, right? Hell bent for leather.
Yeah.
But what about funny phrases like cruising for a bruising and knickers in a knot?
Cruising for a bruising. I feel like that just took me back to my Gen X days.
You're
Right? Your
cruising for a
kids are
bruising.
cruising for a bruising, right? I think it was like
Ah,
people's way of threatening you without it sounding horrible,
right?
right?
Sounds
I'll
like
give you something like shut up or I'll, what was that phrase? Shut up or I'll give you something to cry about. What is that? Stop your crying or I'll give you
give
something
you
to
something
cry
to
about.
cry about.
Right? Like that's again
A
really
little bit
bad. Don't,
threatening.
right? Just don't, right? Just don't.
Ah,
Yeah.
I like don't get your knickers in a knot.
I know, right?
Don't get your
I like
gitch
that
in a
one.
twist.
I don't like Gitch, but I like
Because
the
I
knickers.
do you know that people don't know what gitch is outside of Saskatchewan?
Really?
Yeah, people don't know that.
Wow. That's weird.
Gitch.
It's panties.
No, but it's gitch. How's you pull up your gitch?
Pull up your Gitch. Pull up your Gitch.
Don't
It's
get
kind
your
of
gitch
weird.
in a twist.
No, exactly, right? It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. There's just too many. There's so many weird sayings. Okay, but here's something too. On the Kelly Clarkson show, I think it was. Martha Stewart was on there,
Mhm.
and they were debating whether or not a hot dog is a sandwich.
Oh my God, we already talked about this.
I know, but it came back up, right? And we are a relatable podcast, so if it's back in the if it's out there, we're going to talk about it. So, but my question, Samantha, why are some things that are on buns considered a sandwich?
It's because the hot dog bun's in a hot dog's in a hot dog bun, and a normal bun is just a round or like sometimes it's square.
Okay,
But a
so if
hot
I
dog
get
bun is long. Oh, but then
subs,
there's a sub. Yeah.
right? And okay, so let's go in the
Ah.
vein of that. So let's say I buy a round bun, like a little tray bun, right? Like something like that, like a dinner bun, and I
Uh-huh.
put assorted meats on it. Is it
Uh-huh.
a sub? Is it all of a sudden a sub?
No, it's a sandwich.
Right, because even though it's on a bun, but it's not on a sub bun,
No, but it's a sandwich.
but it's a sandwich.
Yeah. Here, have a bun.
Have a bun. I like my sandwiches as a bun. Best
Yes,
prepared by
I
a
know.
bun.
I know.
Right?
Picky pants.
Yeah, that's how I prefer. So I agree. I don't think the hot dog is a sandwich, but you could put meat on that bun and then are you having a mini sub?
Technically, probably.
Is the hot dog bun similar to a sub bun?
But is it because we designated it a hot dog bun and we think it's only for hot dogs?
Maybe. Maybe, right?
Because
We pigeonholed it,
right? And then there's hamburger buns, and
which is just a round bun.
technically speaking, it's a normal bun
It's a dinner bun. Right? It's a dinner bun.
called something else because then people buy it for their hamburgers.
Right. Right. As opposed to just buying buns
Right.
and putting your burgers on a bun.
Right.
Right? Would you ever put your burger on a bread?
I've done it before when I haven't had a bun,
Aw, not
but
me.
it's not very good because it doesn't like because the bun has
It's thicker.
a thicker like a thickness to it, and the bread has nothing like
Squishy.
that. So
Squishy. Squishy.
yeah, squishy and
Yeah.
it gets gross, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. I agree. I agree. So we're in sync. Hot dog is not a bun.
Hot dog
Or it's
is not a
hot dog's
bun.
not a sandwich. It's not a sandwich.
No, it's not a sandwich.
It's just a hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I read this article and I know that you know somebody from America.
I do.
And here's the thing, friends of the podcast, I'm not trying to offend anybody, so don't at me. This is not from me. This is just what I read. Phrases that make you think of America. This is what they said. Tell me if these are true. And American friends, let us know if these are true. Peanut butter and jelly. Totally.
Because we say peanut butter and jam.
We say peanut butter and jam, right? We
Uh-huh.
wouldn't even know what is jelly. We wouldn't even know what jelly is.
Would be like, is it different than jam?
Is it different than jam, right? Soda.
We call it pop.
We call it pop. Do they call it soda? I feel they do.
I feel like they do.
Here's an interesting one. Wearing shoes in the house. This article claims that Americans walk in and keep their shoes on.
Oh,
We don't. We take our
No,
shoes off.
we
Shoes
do.
come off,
We do.
off at the door, off come your shoes, right? We don't go any further, right? So Americans, I need to
Uh,
know, do you take your shoes off at the door? Or do you keep them on and just wander through your house in your dirty old shoes?
that's
Curious about that.
weird.
And they say that Americans are loud talkers.
Oh,
I feel that there's one loud talker American that I know. Sometimes goes by the hashtag "Hey babe." I feel sometimes he's loud. He's got a loud voice, right? He's got a
uh,
loud booming voice,
yes, he does.
right? So I'm just saying, I'm not
Uh,
I'm a loud talker too, but I'm just saying, is that an American trait?
I think it's a trait of anybody, actually,
Just
of
kind of
any
curious.
country.
Yeah, just kind of curious about that. Is there
Uh,
anything else you can think of that makes you think of American?
Um,
A phrase or
no. Well, I
y'all,
mean,
y'all.
y'all, but
Yeah,
that's very south.
Canadians don't say y'all.
No, we say a.
We say a. Yeah. I don't know which one's better. Which one sounds classier, y'all or a? Neither.
Neither. I mean,
Neither
y'all sounds better.
sounds
Sounds
better than a.
friendlier.
I think a never sounds good, right? I think a never sounds that good.
What you doing, eh?
What you doing, eh?
What you
Yeah.
about, eh?
Yeah, I just think a never sounds good. I think y'all kind of. I think the right person can work y'all in,
Probably.
make it work, right? That's kind of
Okay, but somebody somewhere, and it must have been in the States, thought of the brilliant idea of putting butter chicken into the Burger King chicken sandwich.
okay. I need to tell you about this. Okay. So we are Blue Jays fans, right? And we watch all the games. I could have like pulled my fingernails out on Sunday. Oh my goodness, so many commercials. BK butter chicken, butter chicken. BK now has butter chicken, right? BK, have it
It's
your
your
way.
way.
Your way, right? Butter chicken, butter chicken. BK now has butter chicken. I was like, oh my God, it needs to stop. I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yes.
I don't even want to try it. It could be they could say it's the best tasting thing in the world. Guess what? I'm not trying it just out of spite. Ever. But why
Yeah.
would somebody put butter chicken? Why would we have a butter chicken sandwich?
I don't know
Have you seen
because
the commercial?
yes, I have, and I
And
don't
then
understand it.
raw white onions on the top of it.
Oh,
Like,
that's
those
not what you
onions
do.
hurt to eat,
Yeah. And
right?
that's not, I don't know. I like butter chicken. I really enjoy it. And when you get a good one, it's so tasty, but it's not, it's like pieces of chicken in a sauce with rice,
Right.
not on a bun with deep fried chicken, we're hoping,
And
with
onions.
and onions. That's not it.
Oh,
That's not the dish. That's not the dish.
and then you got the crappy jingle. Like,
Yeah.
you are not batting 1,000.
Butter
Dear BK,
chicken, butter
butter
chicken.
chicken. DK now has butter chicken. Have it your way, your way. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
right? We can't do it. I can't do it.
no,
I could pull
that's
my
wrong.
teeth out. Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
right.
it's not
Don't make that shit. Right? Don't make that shit. Here's something funny. Um, how do you feel about a job fair that advertises we're looking for help and you need no experience?
Oh, it's a free for all.
Right? It's a little bit crazy, isn't it?
I'd be curious to know who would show up.
I've seen like lots of ads that pop up that say that, right? Just
Okay.
bring your resume, no experience necessary. I would think that it would have to bring out everybody from all walks.
Yeah, well, because they're probably curious as to what the experience or
Right.
the job might actually be.
But if you offer a job interview with no experience necessary, then I think you need to be a good company that is prepared to really take that on, right?
I think people who I would hope so.
Right.
Like
Because
you're gonna like it's working from the ground up, people.
right, it's like
It's a lot
working
of
from the
training.
ground up. Lot of training, right? And I would hope that you're not just doing that to just draw a lot of attention, that
Uh-huh.
you would treat these people with great respect and give them a good interview and the whole 9 yards,
Yeah.
right? Because how do you decide who your best candidate is for your job that no experience is necessary? What are the qualifications for that? What's your checklist?
Good attitude.
Right? Breathing, right? Good. Still breathing. Check.
Dresses properly.
Dresses properly, right?
Um,
Uh, good personal hygiene.
yeah, can
That's a
spell.
big one. I think that would be my number one, right? Doesn't smell,
Doesn't smell.
right? Right. Good personal hygiene. I think that would be my main criteria.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for, Samantha.
I don't
Just
know.
seems
That would
odd,
be
right?
I think that would be fun. I bet you the questions are very psychologically
They,
motivated because
they probably have to be.
you kind of need to know if you're getting somebody who's going to work really hard or if someone who's just going to be like, "Hey, you're hiring me. Good luck."
Yeah. And what happens if they include the wage?
Oh,
That makes it even a bigger shit show, right?
right. Because what if it's like, you can make $20 and there's no experience necessary?
Yeah. Pencil me in.
Pencil me in.
I'm your perfect candidate. I have no experience.
Oh,
Right?
that should be fun.
What do you bring to the table? Nothing. I have no experience. I bring you
I
nothing.
bring a smile and a great attitude.
Apparently, I should be asking you, what do you bring me? Right? Because I have no experience. You already know what I'm coming with. Nothing.
Well, I mean, maybe you could ask them, like, what do you expect?
Yes. Right. What do you hope to get out of this job?
Yeah, what do you expect out of the experience?
Yeah. Right. Some experience, I would hope, would be what you're looking for.
But it would be fun.
It would be fun, Samantha. Be fun to be part of that.
Yeah, I'd like to interview those people. They'd be
Right?
fun.
I think it would be a good time. I think it would be a good time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, guys, we want your feedback on what we talk about. So send your comments to ismhead@gmail.com. You might find it being mentioned during an episode. You can also help Lisa out with Facebook Tuesday. And if you're, brave and all that jazz, you too could have a list of all your faves up there and people will crucify you and make you cry.
No, they're gonna love you, but crucify you still.
Yeah, and make you cry. But you guys know we have all the socials, right? This is how you get us out there into the world. You tell other people about us, but you also participate in our socials. So we've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. All you have to do is search I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam, and boom, there he is. And we have something fun to announce. Lisa and I are on YouTube, and you can actually see us when we record the episode. So yes,
How crazy
you can
is that?
Yeah, you can get the audio version of the podcast, but now on the playlist of I Shake My Head, you can see our latest episode, Dirty Cake Money. You can see us during the recording. It's
That's
not
kind of fun,
pretty.
eh?
Be warned, little bit. We didn't take out all the
Not
coughing and
perfect.
stuff,
Not perfect.
but you get to see what we look like when we record.
Yeah. And how much fun we have when we record.
Yeah, and how much fun we
Right?
have.
Yeah.
So
And
So-
how do they find us? They can just go to YouTube and Google "I Shake My Head," with Lisa
all
and
they
Sam.
have to do is search I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam, and we are all right there.
Yeah.
Go to our page and you can see there's a playlist. You go to the playlist, that's where the live recording of Dirty Cake Money is.
Cool.
Okay. And if you would like to contribute to the I Shake My Head podcast for as little as $2 a month, you get an episode early and an extra episode every month through Patreon, which is patreon.com/I Shake My Head. And also we have some swag, which is ishakemyhead.threadless.com. We've got t-shirts, we've got bags, we've got cups.
We got water bottles.
We got a water bottle.
We got a shower curtain.
Don't do that. That's weird.
We got pants. We got pants.
Well, Caroline did pants, so
Pants are weirder. Pants
Pants
are
are
weirder than a
weirder.
shower curtain.
yeah, I think so. I would just like to thank John Domingo. He is the best kept secret in podcasting, and he has also helped us with editing the audio video for our podcast. So that's how we even got it onto YouTube.
Yeah,
Was
he's
John?
Mr. YouTube.
Yeah, he took it on for us and did the editing and did all of the little promotion pieces in there,
which we really appreciate because we really want people. People have been asking to see us, so
yeah,
we're gonna let you see us.
It's all because of him.
All because of him. Thanks, babe.
Don't.
Oh my goodness. So Samantha, we're at the end.
Lisa?
We're at the end. We
At
are
the
at
end.
we are at the end. Friends of the podcast, we want to say thank you for listening, and we want your feedback, like Samantha's just said. And don't be afraid to reach out. And don't be afraid. You know what we're looking for? Some reviews on Apple Podcast, because that's apparently what people are asking for nowadays. So we want to be like the cool kids. Can we get some reviews too, please?
Mm-hmm.
So if you like what you hear, go and there's a place somewhere you can leave a review.
Yeah, that'd
And
be
then
great.
we'll mention it on the podcast.
Mm-hmm. For sure,
Right?
we will. And also, just get us out there to the rest of your buddies and let people know what we're all about. And we're just a bunch of crazy Canadians, and we get on the mic every week and
We're just trying to make your life a little less stressful.
talk about stuff.
That's all we want to do.
Yeah,
That's all we want to do. And you heard it right here. You heard us fight. We fight like real friends.
we do, but it's fun.
It's all in good time. Good times. Good times. Samantha. Always
All right.
fun. All right. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
I'm better. All right. Always a pleasure, Samantha.
Yeah, it should be.
Mm-hmm. Who's a pretty girl? I'm a pretty girl.